Hey guys, so we're back here on the Scorched Earth thing, and hold on. Sorry, there, looking at you now. So some things have changed a little bit. I went to do some off-camera work the other day, and I don't know if it was because my wife is in the room and she brings me a lot of luck usually, but I ended up getting some stuff taken care of, and I didn't necessarily want to, but I couldn't record because there was a 2-year-old watching TV in the background. So, as you can see, there's a sign over here. The sign is our to-do list. Build wyvern trap, get wyvern. This was a lot bigger the other day, but I finally found a halfway decent iguanodon. Terry here. Hold that thought. Let's go check this yellow drop real quick. So I didn't really care. Terry, I think, was like a level 20, maybe when we tamed him. Oh, that's nice. That window, yeah, might as well. I don't think I learned that one because I didn't really think we'd use it, but I think I've already got one of these, but I'm going to take it anyway, and I don't need this. Although Lymantrias work really good when you're building bases, they're too tall to reach. So, oh, you guys might have seen the other things over there at the base. I went down to the red tower, and actually this was several days ago, so I don't remember exactly what it was I was doing over there, but so we got an alloy tamed up the other day. We finally got an Equus, and I'm going to tell you what, I know exactly what I was doing wrong. Use carrots. Don't use berries. I think she was a level 20 or 22 or so. Between level 20 and 25 when I tamed her. And it took 2 carrots. I killed everything off around her and then ended up taking just a matter of about 30 seconds to get her tamed up. But she is pretty. I really like the color. I was wanting a black one, but I actually do like the color of her. And then we also got Jasper here. Jasper, I think, was a low 20s, real low 20s. But I liked his color, and I really need something for gathering wood because we're going to be, I'm going to be building a lot and doing a lot off camera because it just takes me so long to do things off camera because I do have a full-time job. We're just going to ride her around a little bit while we talk. Her steering is, I've heard people talk about it, her steering is kind of funny. She's got a really wide turning radius. I mean like wyvern turning radius. But you can let off sprint and she'll turn really sharp. But I think I'm going to get her health up a little bit and her speed up a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to do too much weight because I mean really she came with 406. So I'd be real interested to see what a high level one does. And I did up the difficulty. I turned the difficulty up on my single player because I just haven't been getting anything decent spawning. I've been having trouble, especially, it seems like it's worse on the island map that I've been playing on. Probably because I don't have nearly as much time in it either on the island map. So I actually did a dino wipe there. I'm not going to do a dino wipe on this. I'm just going to kind of let everything go, and because I'm not going to be focused on taming anything for a little while, I'm just going to be trying to get this wyvern trap done. I'll probably still do videos on different things, but I'll have to figure out exactly what I want to do during the time that I'm getting the wyvern trap finished. Once we get the wyvern trap finished, by then Susan should be fast enough. So I'm trying to stay around the base here. What I might do is I may try to go out and find an explorer note, get it, then come back and do a bunch of crafting and stuff. I'm just trying to get all of them leveled a little bit and stuff done on it. And the Alright, let's park her real quick. So for those of you that don't know, I'm sure you noticed it in her saddle, and I'm sure by now you all know, but her saddle acts as a mortar and pestle. So you can make anything in here that you can make in your mortar and pestle. And the saddle looks really cool too. I love the saddle on them. Likewise with the Thorny Dragon saddle. I especially like the skin that they have, which I do, since I'm on single player. I had to get the all skins chest to be able to make that skin for it. But the Thorny Dragons are basically a reskinned beaver. Okay, so meat doesn't matter. I'm trying to remember what it is that. Okay, see thatch, how it's 0.6 in my inventory, and it's 0.3 in his inventory. They get a weight bonus on thatch and wood. I think that might be it. There's other stuff, but what was that? Okay, I think sand's okay. Sand's the same in the DOs. Oh, and he doesn't have anything in him that I could show you all. But I think they get it on metal, which I haven't used him to harvest any metal yet. So, but we have, of course, smoke here still. I'm gonna go put this stuff in the, also got so I got an apprentice Morella top saddle earlier. Also got a silencer earlier, but I don't know where it went. I thought I'd put it in there. I may not have. I may have stuck it somewhere else. I wish I could keep that because I actually could use that for sure. Is it in here? Yeah, I dropped it in here. The silencer's in here. I keep forgetting I have all this narcotic in here, which is good because that means I wonder if I can't even put it in his inventory. Can I put it in your inventory? Yeah. Timer's the same on it though. So tidy the dinosaurs up a little bit. One thing that I love about the S Plus is this pull. So Jasper and Susan have hide on them, and you just pull it in here instead of taking the time to carry it back and forth and all that. So, alright, come here, Terry. Terry was the first iguanodon I've tamed. I've actually got two now on my single player on the island map. So, but Terry's the highest level out of all of them that I've gotten. I want to get his movement speed up to about 120, I think. But you notice that his stamina doesn't drain when he's in quadrupedal. And then when you stand up on two legs, when he can harvest and where he can attack, his stamina drains and he's slower. I use these on the island like crazy. Of course, the only thing, I have very few dinos on the islands right now, but they're awesome. at traveling across the map. There you go. Now I've been using this bonfire, but actually now the S Plus campfires have more inventory slots in them. But I like the way these look too. So, but now, of course, now we have our RGs, so we can actually use them to gather some of the stuff that's harder for us to get. I think I want to get his health up to about 1500. Boy, he doesn't get much, does he? So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on and what's happened. I'm not even going to bother with it right now. Just one more fertilizer. I might as well. Whoop. I hate when that happens. Let's see if we can get it. Got it. Oh. Too slow. So yeah, like I said, I'll be doing a whole lot of off-camera stuff, trying to get ready for this wyvern trap, and get ready to get a wyvern. I want to get the base ready so that there's nothing that we're having to do. Everybody's pooping. So there's nothing we're rushing to try to get done. And I probably want to have, I would like to get boots up to fast enough also. In case we need a backup if something happens to Susan. Hopefully it won't, but if something happens to one of them, we'll have the other two. Actually, it might be a good idea to take, well, I was going to say it might be a good idea to use boots anyway. Go up, please. Oh, yes. The ladder glitch again. Can we go up? There we go. There we go. It's working. Okay. I was going to say we would want to have one because then if we took Susan, we would lose the mate boost, but it's not going to matter because we're not going to be breeding these low levels. Alright guys, so I'm going to go and try to get some stuff done. And I am going to build the wyvern trap out of stone. I'm going to try to do it as simply as possible, but at the same time I also want to make it look kind of halfway decent. So, perfect. But, so yeah, there's just kind of an update of what's going on. Like I said, I am going to keep trying to get some videos out. I'll find some stuff to do in between getting this build done. But it is going to take me a while because I do have a full-time job and I do have a lot of other things on my plate. So, but I will bring you guys back, and if I can figure out how to do like to speed a video up, I may try to do some sort of montage thing. But I'll bring you guys back when we're building it, getting it ready, and kind of show you all how to do it in case you don't know. And I may have already said it in another video, but since the flyer nerf, I'm using the classic flyer mod because it just, I've used them the way they were. Since I'm playing it, I want to play them the way that I want them to be. So I have the classic flyer mod on, so there's no difference in the way that they are. I can level the speed on the RGs and stuff. Now, if you're playing without that, without a mod on, you can get a Pteranodon from either the center or the island if you're doing like a cluster server. And you can use a Pteranodon. They're quick enough to get away from the wyverns. So you could still do this same trap that I'm doing with a Pteranodon without having to level movement speed at all. They're faster than the Wyverns, so which is good to know. Maybe in the future we'll do something without the classic flyer mod. Maybe once they get the nerf kind of worked out, because I know they're still fooling with it, so I'm trying to get it to where they want it. But and actually, I may not be doing much more on the Scorched Earth single player. We may end up getting an actual server. I've talked to a few guys, and there's a chance. I think I had some in here, didn't I? Yep. Get all this out of here. There's a good chance that I'm going to be getting a server. I've already been talking to Logitech servers about it. We won't be doing a cluster server. It'll just be a Scorched Earth server. But it'll be me and probably my brother and a few other guys. And hopefully, if we can get it going, we're gonna do some fun stuff. Like we may take, and I'm gonna actually just keep talking to you guys. I'm gonna run up here and do a quick metal run. This is kind of what I do anytime I get on. I'll run up and get metal and get just take care of getting a few of the resources that we need to keep things going and running without having to stop and do it during a video. But so if we do get a server going, I think what we're going to end up doing is we will try to come up with some fun stuff. The guys that I thought that thing might have still been there. The guys that are going to be joining us have never played Ark before, so it'll be interesting to see them kind of learn how to do it. And I think we're going to be trying to do some kind of friendly competitions, some dino battles, some maybe like player and dino versus player and dino, different things like that, using the Manticore Stadium out in the desert for some stuff like that, and just different things. Definitely. We're fat. I'll just dump the stone. I hate to do that, but because we're gonna need it. But it's okay. We'll have it. We'll have plenty of stone now that we've got our Dio. But yeah, I may still keep doing this, and I've gotten completely turned around. I'll probably still be playing on my single player some, but we'll be starting over new on the Scorched Earth server. But yeah, I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll be fun. We'll get to have some friendly competition, do a little bit of a PvP. I think we're going to set up a kind of a PvP area where we'll all have our PvP bases and stuff like that, where we can do some battles, have some fun with it. Let's get this guy out of our area. Quit picking on that jerboa. Maybe. Let's try. Let's see if we can just. There we go. What was it? That's another raptor. Let's get him out of our area too. But it'll be fun. Me and my brother it's been a while since we've played Ark together, but we've done quite a bit on Scorched Earth before. I had a pretty decent sized base and everything just for being the two of us, and the way our schedules are, it actually, especially now, our schedules aren't the same, so that's why we haven't been playing together as much as we used to. But I bet I can't carry all this. No. Okay, can you? Oh, you know what? I don't have to carry all of it. This is S plus. Oh, we've got a decent amount of metal right now. Pull up all. Done. I'm gonna get that cooking. Oh, so I do have the. Oh, and I'm building the large pillars. They're 5 high because the trap is 10 high. So instead of it being 10 high, it's just gonna be 2 of these. But if you're building it with normal vanilla-ish Ark, they'll be 10 pillars high. So, and I'm probably gonna try to get a windmill, and I don't know what the wind is terrible right here. Probably gonna try to get like a generator and fridge and stuff going too, just to so we can start keeping our meat, things like that. And I'm probably gonna keep preserving bins and use them primarily because they're just it works better on Scorched Earth, not having to worry about the power going out during the electrical storms and then losing a bunch of stuff. But so I'm gonna start to get some more work done on this wyvern trap. I'm gonna have to get a material list together and get everything built that way, and I'll try to get everything out there set, and then I'll bring you guys back, put it all together, and then hopefully we'll go ahead and use it. Get us even a low level wyvern would help us out a lot. We could carry. There's a lot of stuff we could carry with it. No matter what. No matter which one it is, whether it's a poison, fire, or electric. Personally, I like the fire better because I like the way they look better, and you can fight the alphas a little better because they don't take damage from the fire, the breath weapon of the alpha wyverns. So, unless they start making alpha wyverns and something other than fire wyverns. So. But yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I did kind of take a little bit of a break from this and worked on the island to try to catch the videos up on it a little bit. So, but I will be coming back to this one. Scorched Earth is by far my favorite Ark map. I haven't tried very many of the mod maps, I guess, the unofficial maps. I'm not as big a fan of the center as a lot of people are. Just because personal preference, I like flat ground. The center, there's not a whole lot of, I don't know, there seems like there's just a lot of cliffs and walkways and stuff. It's a really pretty map. It's a really good looking map. Visually it is really nice, and it is fun, especially, doing like a raft, and that way you can get in and through the waterways and stuff like that. Of course, now it's really tough to do that with the sickness in the water attacking your raft. But of course, that adds some fun to it. Now the rafts aren't just completely invincible and a cheap, easy way to get around like they used to be. I think it does add a little bit to it. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get some stuff done, and I'll bring you guys back when I have either the next video or when I have the wyvern trap ready to build.